New at 5, Governor Kevin Stitt and State Superintendent Ryan Walters are commenting on the death of Owasso High School student Nex Benedict.
We told you the non-binary student died one day after a fight in a school bathroom. Walters talked about Nex's death at today's State Board of Education meeting and asked people not to pass judgment until the investigation is over.
Losing a student is always extremely difficult, and we should be keeping the Owasso families, communities, in our prayers. It's a heartbreaking tragedy, and it's difficult to so many folks over there, and we want to be there to comfort them as best we can.
In a statement, Governor Kevin Stitt says, quote, "Sarah and I are saddened to learn of the death of Nex Benedict, and our hearts go out to Nex's family, classmates, and the Owasso community." He goes on to say, quote, "As we await the results of the investigation, I urge Owasso Police and the Owasso Public Schools to be forthcoming and transparent with the public."
With news of Nex's death going viral, a national crisis hotline for LGBTQ+ young adults says the average number of calls from Oklahoma have more than tripled.
Yeah, Fox 23's Amy Hybels is live after talking with the executive director of Rainbow Youth Project USA about the increase in calls. Amy.
That's right. Lance Preston tells me they average about 87 calls a week from the state of Oklahoma, but he said between February 16th and February 20th, that number jumped to 349 calls. The Rainbow Youth Project's resource hotline received nearly 350 calls from Oklahoma within a span of 5 days following the death of 16-year-old high school student Nex Benedict. Executive Director Lance Preston says 69% of callers mentioned Nex Benedict as one of their reasons for distress. 85% reported bullying at school or on social media. 79% reported fear of physical assault. 32 individuals said they were students from Owasso High School, and 14 individuals said they were parents of students who attend Owasso High School. Preston says he's encouraged to see the number of parents calling in.
We like to see parents proactive, and the majority of those parents were expressing concerns because their child had been bullied or was experiencing some type of uncomfortable situation in the school, and they wanted to know how to best handle that.
As for the 32 Owasso High School students who reached out,
these kids are concerned. They're concerned about not only what happened in this incident, but they're concerned about how the school is going to handle it. How the school, will progress, hopefully, so that bullying is addressed in a more comprehensive fashion.
The school district has been communicating with families about student safety, both in school and on social media. Part of a statement sent out Thursday afternoon by Owasso Public School Superintendent Dr. Margaret Coates says, "The safety of students and staff is and always will be our top priority as we work to foster an environment where everyone feels heard and supported. If there is ever a concern about student safety or well-being, please reach out to a teacher, counselor, or principal at your child's school." Kimberly Hill Crowell, Chief Clinical Officer for Grand Mental Health Tulsa, says she's not surprised to hear about the increase in calls to the hotline.
While the numbers are alarming, I'm actually encouraged by the fact that folks are reaching out. Folks are reaching out and they're asking for support and they're asking for guidance.
Her advice to parents concerned about their child's mental health?
If they start acting uninterested in things that they're normally interested in, that's alarming. If they start acting like they don't want to go to school, if they start having physical symptoms, so stomach aches, headaches, things of that nature, that may cause some red flags for you.
Now, we've got some resources for parents and students we'd like to share. If you are in a crisis, you can always call 988. And the resource hotline for the Rainbow Youth Project USA is 317-643-4888. Covering news that matters, I'm Amy Hybels, Fox 23 News.